Hi, friends. It's Gladys, and welcome to September. So, I have to start out by saying this is actually my second video. So, I am like so new to this audio visual stuff, and I attempted to link a mic to my laptop. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to be fancy. And I recorded my first 30-minute vlog with no sound. So, lesson learned, always do a test before you actually go in. So, my disappointment with that is I had such a great reading to share with you, and I'm going to still share it with you, but the way it all unfolded was so amazing and so beautiful. The angel this month literally flew out of the deck, and I posted a clip on my Facebook and Instagram page. So if you're curious to actually see the card fly out of the deck, please go check out my page and also like, follow, subscribe, share. It all helps. So I'm going to get into my repeat. So I literally even had to go into the trash and pull out my notes that was like all wrinkly because I thought I was done. So anyway, I saw a hashtag that said today, like mistakes prove that you're trying or something like that. So there's going to be a lot of changes in the fall with me. I'm expanding in ways. I'm making adjustments. I am in transformation. And, last month, August, was a challenge for a lot of people. I have to say, I found it beautifully challenging because I was so aware of what I was going through. I was conscious of the changes that were happening. And, I have to say I also found really beautiful guidance from Mother Earth going through the process. So I'm consciously going through these changes. The last month, the Archangel was Archangel Shamuel, the angel of transition and change. He's the angel of peace, and he's also the angel that helps us on our soul mission, on our journey to finding our soul mate. He's the angel of lost things. And I know so many people right now are or were feeling a little lost, feeling like, who am I and where am I going? And I'm not happy where I am. So, the planets, I think we had 7 planets retrograde at one point. There were 3 eclipses, full moons and new moons, and number sequences that really opened up to this transformative energy. So September for me is Virgo season. I love Virgos. I always say I want to hug a Virgo when I find out that a person is under the sign of Virgo. Um, they're beautiful souls, and I feel like September is a transitional period where it's time to take pause. And the cards that I pulled for this month are beautiful. They go in alignment with that. And so, as we're taking pause, it's a really great time to just comfort ourselves. I was saying in the first vlog that August was like weightlifting. It's like you pick up those heavy weights and you just lift, 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 lift. And I feel like September is like the rest day. September is when you give pause for the muscles to recoup, to repair, to recharge. It's a great time to drink your water, meditate, relax, put your feet up. This is a powerful time. I always say, ironically, the angel that I pulled this month goes along with the saying. He always says that the rest period is just as important as the busy time. And before I get into the cards, I want to share with you a couple stories that I had that really carried me through the month. And I really want to share it with you because I think this will give you guidance and support into what to look for when the universe is giving you those heads up and those signs. So one of the things, so my family's going through stuff, just like lots of families are going through stuff. It's really challenging right now. We're all kind of banding together to help each other through challenges. And, it's hard it's hard when, you're around people who their faith is fair weather. And it's no judgment, because I understand when somebody's going through a difficult time, the weakness is to turn on that faith. Where is God? Is he listening? Does he even hear me? Why isn't anything working out for the better? And for somebody like me who has such a strong faith, and I can always see the light at the end of the tunnel, even though I get sad and upset and emotional, I also understand that, we all come out stronger on the other side because of it. And it's hard to show somebody that when they don't know what to look for. So that all being said, I keep walking in faith. I keep praying, asking for guidance. And the beautiful thing is that God works in so close harmony with the earth and Gaia and the universe. It's all in sync. And so a few weeks ago, I was really like setting the intention for, again, to live a life of adventure, play, laughter, fun, and freedom. And my word this year has been joy. And that was the word that I picked coming into 2018. And I feel like this year has been everything but that being said, I truly understand now in September the essence of that word. So that all being said, asking God to show up in my life, show me joy. I go out one morning out into my hallway and open up the door to take my dog out. And there was a cricket that must have been leaning up on my door. So when I opened the door, it jumped. And I jumped. And my dog jumped. And I was like, okay, cricket. I'm like, you stay there outside. And I'm going to shut the door and I'm going to take my dog out. I'll leave you alone as long as you leave me alone. So I go out. I let my dog out. We come back in. I'm looking around in the hallway. I don't see the cricket. So I was like, oh, good. He went somewhere. He's hiding somewhere. Maybe I scared him. I come in my house. I feed my dog. I give him a snack, a treat. I feed him. And I go in the bathroom to get finished getting ready to put on my makeup and stuff. And lo and behold, there's a cricket on the bathroom floor. I screamed. It jumped. I panicked. And I was like, okay, God, I get the message. So I go running in the kitchen and I get a cup and I cover it with a cup. And then I go to my phone and I look up what the meaning is. And it is a sign of good luck. And it brings joy and laughter. I think it's also abundance. So I just covered it with a cup until somebody could come and take care of it for me. So I laughed and I left the cricket alone and I got the message. And then a few weeks later, I get up in the middle of the night and I'm getting ready to go to the bathroom and I'm hearing a cricket in my house really, really loud. So I walk towards the kitchen and I hear it and it is inside. But at this point, I'm way too tired. By the time I fall asleep, I need my sleep. I am a sleeper. I need at least 8 hours of sleep to function doing the work that I do. So I just was like, you stay there and just leave me alone. So I go to sleep. 5:30 in the morning, I open my eyes. After just having a dream about a cricket, I had this dream that this woman was chasing me and 2 other people, I don't even know who they were, in a car, and she was putting the cricket in the car. So I'm waking up, I look at the clock, it's 5:30, and now I hear the cricket super loud, and I thought it was in my bedroom. I jump out of bed, I go near my door and I listen, and I swear the cricket was outside of my bedroom. Now I don't want to open up the door because I'm afraid it's going to jump in. So I go back and I jump into my bed to try to figure out what to do. And lo and behold, this cricket gets in my room. Now, this was a big cricket. I don't know how it was even able to get under my door because it's like a rug and there's barely a slit under there. So anyway, this cricket made his way and he's hopping now all over my room. I have a panic attack. Bugs are not my thing. and I killed him. I'm shamed, but I killed him. I have papers in my room and books for my workshops and stuff, and I didn't want him to get lost in there. So I killed him. I was like, oh, I just killed joy. I just killed my good luck. And I'm like, gee, isn't that symbolic to life? So I looked over at my dog. And after this whole fiasco, I look at him and he just like rolls over and like gives me his belly. I don't think he knew what to do with me. So now I'm like just rubbing his belly. I get in my bed to try to get another hour of sleep or so. And I said, God, I'm like, why would you bring him in the house knowing that I can't handle bugs? Why would you do that? And the message that I got, that he was prepared to go if he needed to deliver the message. And I was like, okay, I get it. Thank you. Thank you for the message. Thank you for the message of joy and luck and abundance. I am open to receiving it. So shortly thereafter, I start to see dragonflies. Now I have a dragonfly. I don't know if you can see that. I have a dragonfly on my glasses. I think you can see it. Dragonflies are about transformation and change. And my life since I was a teenager, and really since I started Heavenly Hugs, has been incredible for transformation and change. And so dragonflies have kind of been a thing for me. And so I was outside by my pool, Labor Day. It was the last day that the pool was open, and I was standing by the gate to let my mom and my niece in, and I saw 5 dragonflies just circling around me, circling around like the seagrass, like, you know, landscape and all that stuff. And I was just kind of laughing. I'm like, I get it. I see you. And 5s represent change. So I'm like, I know I'm in this transformation. I had just made a commitment, a financial commitment to expand my business. And it's hard to spend money on yourself, especially when you don't know how it's going to work. But I trust that I've made some really good decisions. I trust that I'm surrounded by some really good people now. And I realized that I can't do it alone, that I need support. That was one of the big things that I got out of August. And so the next day I'm sitting at a red light, and lo and behold, a dragonfly comes, and he's right outside my window, right in front of me, and he's hovering. And he was hovering long enough to me to look at him and say, I see you, you cutie. And I said, I got the message. So I kind of thanked him, and he hovered for a little bit more, and he flew off. So again, I see that when I'm conscious, open, and aware, the universe shows up for you. So a lot of times, and I share these stories because a lot of times we feel alone and isolated going through things. We think that people don't understand. And my always go-to is always to go to that deep place within, connect with my soul, which is the heart of God. And then Mother Earth, as the angels show up. Because remember, when the angels and the universe knows how to reach you, when they have that open window, they're going to come over and over and over again. I can't even tell you how many people I've heard talking about the number sequences, the 111, the 222, the 333. Again, acknowledge it and say, thank you, universe. I get the message. And just by saying that, it's like you're inviting in the support energy from the universe. So anyway, September being a rest time and a time to transition again into the next season. We still have like a couple weeks, I think, until fall is officially upon us. I am a summer girl, so I'm reluctantly, sadly, sad to see summer go. But it will be back again. 'Tis the season, right? So let me get into the angel cards that I pulled. And again, it's so sad because it was so beautiful how they came together. And all the stuff that I just shared with you was what I shared on the first take. And the way the cards came out to support that was just amazing. So the card that flew out of the deck, and like I said, if you haven't checked out my Heavenly Hugs page or seen it on my Instagram page, go check it out because this card literally flew out onto the floor. And you know who it was? It was the Archangel. It was the Archangel Raphael. And his message to us was breathe. It says, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. So Raphael is the angel of healing, and so many of us are going through this healing space. We're going through, it's like coming out on the other end. I mentioned it, it's like the birth canal. August was like going through the going through the birth canal, the contractions, not knowing what's going to come out on the other end. And I feel like it was like we were birthing something through this pain, through this tunnel, through this like the contractions. And I felt like the earth was like pushing on us and squeezing us out of this space. And now here we are out of the birth canal on the other side. And what happens when that baby's born? Everybody takes a time out, right? Babies sleep all the time, and they need nurturing, and they need love, and they need hugs and kisses, and they need rest. And mommies and daddies just hold their babies for hours and let them sleep and rest while mommies and daddies sleep and rest. That's this card. This is what September is supposed to be for us. A time to receive love and hugs, a time to receive healing from the universe, a time to receive healing from Archangel Raphael. His color is emerald green. So a beautiful thing you can do is surround yourself with his emerald green light. Fill yourself to overflowing. If you're taking any sorts of medication, imagine Archangel Raphael's emerald green light filled with those medications, the IVs, the anything that's going into your body, your water, and just ask him to heal your body. Heal your mind, heal your spirit, be open to receive. He is the angel of healing. He's also the angel of miracles, right? When we stop and take a few deep breaths, it brings us back into our body, into the present moment, and it's a reminder that all is well right here in the present moment. And just by taking a few deep breaths, you're revitalizing your body. So Archangel Raphael is also the angel that helps with relationship conflict. He helps to heal all aspects. So if you're having challenges with coworkers or family members or even yourself, maybe you're battling yourself, your mind and your spirit are on this like war. Just by taking a few deep breaths can give you that reset button. Sorry, my camera's a little nuts. So that being said, with Raphael, Emerald Green, one of the things that he comes in as is Santa Clauses for me. And I find that with healing, we really need pleasure, joy. When we're going through healing, it lessens the impact and speed up the recovery process. So Raphael has kind of always reminded me of Santa Claus. So if Santa Clauses start showing up in your life, or the ho ho ho, or any signs of Christmas, that's a sign that Raphael is around and working with you. And he's like this jolly energy. So think about when Santa Claus goes into the hospital to visit the children who are sick. What happens is he may not be able to heal them and make them better in that moment, but the joy that they feel lessens the impact and speeds up the recovery process. So if you're feeling down, or you're feeling depleted or just wiped, invite the Archangel Raphael in, and he will bring you the joy and surround you with that energy. So the beautiful thing is, the next card that I pulled, I asked for Raphael to expand on his message for Breathe. And the card that I pulled was Strength. Beautiful, beautiful card. And, you know, I'm just realizing now it's number 40. 4 is the angel number, and the 0 is always, it connects me with God, that infinite circle of life. So ironically, the card is the number 40, and this card is actually the picture is actually the picture of the deck as well. So the whole deck has this picture, and strength is so powerful right now. I started a YouTube channel where I do every week a weekly card reading, and Ariel came up the last 2 weeks, and she's about strength and courage and bravery. So it's no coincidence that this strength card shows up now. And know that through the experiences you're having, through the challenges that are coming up for you, I promise you, your spirit, your soul, your body, your mind is becoming stronger. And we can do that through rest, through breath work, through connecting with people that make you feel good, through support, through loving, gentle, beautiful energies. They're out there. All you've got to do is ask. And again, there's no coincidence that, like I said, it comes up with the number 40. The angels are working with you, and so is God's heavenly light. So as I was sharing that card, I went to go put it back in the deck, and I had put the deck down the wrong way. So the bottom of the deck, ironically, the card that was on the bottom of the deck, joy, my friends. Come on, you can't make this stuff up. I had just done like the first 15 minutes talking about joy, talking about Raphael and Santa Claus energy. So the end result really truly is joy. And this is where we're moving towards. And know that joy comes regardless of any situation you're in. This is the true inner peace, is knowing that despite what's going on around you, despite the fear and not knowing what the next step is and what's going to happen, despite that, we can still be joyful. We can still see the glory, and we can see the joy of the universe and God's creatures through crickets and dragonflies and so many other beings out there. I know that when we open up our hearts, we start seeing those signs. So pay attention to what keeps repetitively showing up in your life. That means something. Remember, God works through his creatures, his people, to deliver messages to you. He's always there. And again, we're really moving towards this space of joy. And so again, the card number is what? 24. 2's meaning have faith, everything's going to be all right. And the 4, once again, is the angel number. Yay. So friends, I'm telling you, if you don't have oracle cards, if you don't have I really like Doreen Virtue cards. They're very positive, they're uplifting, they're really easy to understand. These cards can be amazing for you, and when I was thinking about doing the card reading every week, and I'm thinking, gosh, why didn't I think about that earlier? They're so powerful. And that kind of goes to show you, sometimes I kind of do things the hard way, and sometimes going to the cards is super helpful. So again, from that place, I used a Guardian Angel deck, and it's a deck by Doreen Virtue, and I asked for your Guardian Angel to deliver a message, to give you a message. I asked what your Guardian Angel wanted you to know, and then the card that I pulled was 7 of Abundance, and the card says, have patience. Sometimes dreams grow slowly. Don't worry. And if you go back and you're able to listen to my card readings for the month of August, it really talked about patience and prosperity. Ariel came up with prosperity. She came up the week before with courage, and going to this space and knowing that it's on the way. All the things that you're putting out there is on the way. So this card validates that. Your guardian angel is saying, have patience. Sometimes dreams grow slowly. Don't worry. The hard work you've invested will bring about a bountiful harvest. It says this is a good time to prepare because things will soon move more quickly. Use this time to rest and plan. Rest, breathe. In those you find strength and joy. Gosh, it's just so beautiful how this all comes together. And so the final message that I pulled was from my Love and Light deck, again by Doreen Virtue, and I asked for God to come in and deliver a message for us. And wait till you hear the message. This card shows up, and and the message says, patience is its own reward. It says, you crown the year with a bountiful harvest. And what a perfect message as we enter into fall. It says, even the hard pathways overflow with abundance. This is validation that God knows and sees and are with us through our challenges. And he's saying, have patience. I think one of the beautiful things is to keep moving. And again, I laugh at the word patience because I am the most patiently impatient person. And I swear, I mean, I have my goals, I have my hopes and my dreams, and I wonder why and when and how and what if and all this other stuff. And in it all, I find laughter. In it all, I find joy. In it all, I see it unfolding beautifully. So I ask you to rise above the details, rise above the seeming illusion of what could appear to be doom and gloom, and know that patience is its own reward. And again, look at this beautiful angel just looking out into the stars. And again, she's in this place of rest. She's in this place of reflection. Just as Raphael asked us as we started this reading, just as the joy comes in, giving yourself a pause and a timeout, recharge your cells, recharge your souls. And I have to say, the idea for me to do the angel card readings every week, which have been so beautiful for me and the people who are watching and listening. So I want to say, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will put the link in my newsletter or a link down below this video if you're watching on YouTube. And, actually, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll already subscribe. Duh. See? Technology. I'm still learning. So anyway, I'll put the link, subscribe. You can hit that little bell to get notifications. So every week, I've been trying to put them out Sunday nights. I think it's a perfect way to end the Sunday evening and prepare for the weekend. And I have to say, I actually came up with that idea as I was resting and recharging. I had had a crazy week. I was doing a lot of group sessions, and I was actually laying in bed listening to some music playing Candy Crush. And the idea came to me. So I went out, I bought a tripod, I upgraded my phone, and I bought a microphone, and I started doing weekly card readings. So they will get better. They'll get a little more fancier as I dive into the social media world. And again, I just can't thank you for just supporting me. I'm so happy to be a support for you. I really believe light attracts light. And if you're watching this, I know God is blessing you. I know he's surrounding you with his love and his light. And I only want for you to grow and expand. The more we build our sacred army of joy and light on the planet, the more we can shift things. Right? Sometimes we feel helpless, like we're not doing anything, but just a simple smile, just taking care of yourself, giving yourself love and hugs can be so powerful for the world and so easy. So I have a few, just a few. Oh, so as I mentioned in my last video, I am taking a pause from teaching as much as I was, but I do have a class coming up in October. I'm going to be teaching magnified healing. Now, magnified healing is my it's my personal energy therapy that I use. In the class, you learn a 20-minute spiritual healing practice that connects you with heaven and earth, balances your chakras. It clears karma and works with past lives. It activates the spiritual strands of DNA in your body. It activates your 5 higher bodies, which is your intuition and your third eye and your ability to see across the veil and into that spiritual self for your soul. And and it incorporates breath work, it incorporates affirmations. It works with Kuan Yin. She's the Lady of Mercy, Compassion, and Forgiveness. And I've been using magnified healing since 2005. It's just one of those modalities that has always been a go-to for me. And I really feel like when I have these insights, these spiritual insights and these glimpses into being able to understand things, to be able to share with people, to help them understand the spiritual aspect of things, I really contributed to the energy of magnified healing and all the pieces that we learn in it. The beautiful thing is they've expanded on the class and they've included sacred names now into the work. So I've had to expand the hours of the class. So it will start on October 19th, which is a Friday, from 6:30 to 8:30. And then it will go into Saturday and Sunday, October 20th and 21st, from 9:30 to 5:30. It is a full class. You get this beautiful book, beautiful certificate. You get a flower essence that you would take every day. I actually have it right here, magnified healing flower essence, and you learn about what's in that. You also get a practice CD to guide you through your daily practice. And I have to say, if you're looking for something more, if you're looking for something, it is spiritual. We talk about God Most High of the universe. We talk about the soul. There's so much in this class. So there is a link on my website. I will link it in this newsletter and in this video so that you can register or even read more about it and see if it's something that you resonate with. And I think that's it. Round 2. Here we go. Let's hope we have audio this time. All right, friends, it's a pleasure to share with you. I am loving your comments. I'm loving that this information is resonating with you. Like, follow, subscribe to my newsletter. I have some really great projects that I'm working on. I'm excited to share with you. Just stay tuned. There's just so much more coming. And thank you so much for listening. And I send you love with heavenly hugs. Bye, friends.